Good day to all you lovely horror freaks and geeks out there. Today we will be drifting back to the late 90s when teen horror was the big thing in Hollywood after the huge success of Wes Craven's Scream. More would follow, some did well, and others ended up being forgotten and lost back in the strange decade that was the naughty 90s. In this video I will be talking about one that you might not have heard about. I am Torstein from CinemaTerror, and this is the 1998 made-for-TV supernatural teen slasher I've Been Waiting For You. Sarah and her mother are moving all the way from California and into a small New England town, and as to be expected, Sarah is given the usual new girl in high school greeting by the locals. They seem to have it even more in for her than what you might expect, and it turns out that the reason is a 300-year-old curse, going all the way back to a time where the locals burned a young girl that they presumed was a witch. The witch shared the same name as Sarah, and the descendants from the original witch burnings are sure that the old curse is real and that Sarah is indeed a witch, coming to town to get a long-lasting revenge by stopping the bloodline of those that did the witch wrong hundreds of years ago. But is this true, or is Sarah just another innocent girl being put in danger simply by being different than the others?
I have to know what's going on right now. Sarah, if there's anything you can tell me. I've been waiting for you.
I've Been Waiting For You is a made-for-TV teen horror that was based on a book called Gallows Eye by author Louis Duncan. Duncan was best known for writing young adult novels, and horror fans might recognize her name as the first big post-Scream hit I Know What You Did Last Summer was based on her work. From what I understand, Gallows Eye did not have any slasher elements in it, but I guess that part had to be included somehow when making a teen horror in the late 90s, even when it was a television production. And yes, within the movie, the part of the serial killer running around in a cheesy Halloween mask with blades as fingers does feel like an unnecessary tacked-on addition, and takes away from the main story, which is the supernatural witchy stuff.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
It makes the plot of the film a bit messy, and I think they would have benefited from going strictly with the supernatural part, or just made it into a generic teen slasher. But even so, the movie does have fun stuff to offer. The best part of the film is without a doubt Sarah Chalke, as well, Sarah. She has an earthy Californian vibe to her, mixed with a touch of goth. She's very likable, sassy, fun, and Chalke brings a lot of charm to her. I kept getting the feeling that I've seen this actress before, but it was only after looking her up that I realized she was one of the main characters of Scrubs, a TV show I never really watched. I was happy to see that she went on to have a successful career, as she is clearly the standout in this film, and that's not to take anything away from the rest of the young cast, who for the most part do a good job with their more stereotypical characters. Also, a fun little trivia I found out was that Marky Post plays Sarah's mother both in this movie and also on Scrubs. The horror aspect of the film is severely lacking. You might expect a television production to be tame when it comes to blood or body count, which honestly just makes it even stranger that they decided to have the whole serial killer get up to start with. But they could have done more than what they did. It is absolutely possible to inject intensity and tension into stalking scenes even for a TV production. But that does not happen here. Very few teens die, which is a shame as it seems to be normal to have the high school cheerleaders in full costume, making cheers for the deceased at their funeral. And I wanted more of that, damn it. I've Been Waiting For You might not be a great movie or even a good hidden gem, but it does have elements that make me wish that this had a bigger budget behind it, and a script that had gone through a little bit of rework. If it had, then I believe this could have done well in a theatrical format at the time, as it felt like it had a little bit of Scream, or I Know What You Did Last Summer, and The Craft all mixed together. A perfect combination for this time of the 90s decade. Hell, if you gave this to a Blue Mouse type studio, then I'm sure it could be reworked enough to even work today.
We can't take it this far!
It's her or us!
And it is that potential that made me want to do a video about it in the first place. Because it is this potential that can make it worth your while, as otherwise the movie is easily forgotten. So if you are in the same age bracket as me, which basically means you're having a midlife crisis right now, or you might for some other reasons have nostalgic feelings towards the 90s, then perhaps you too will enjoy this enough to make it worth hunting down. Because regardless of its flaws, it is a very easy and entertaining movie. I am giving I've Been Waiting for You the decent score of 2.5 out of 5. Have you seen this one? Did you like it and see any potential in the story for it to get a bigger push behind it? And what are some other late 90s teen-oriented horror that you like that others might not be aware of? Let me and others know in the comment section below. If you want more of my thoughts on 90s horror, then make sure to check out my top 10 videos I do for each year of the decade. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to come back in the future for more on all types of horror here on CinemaTerror. Thank you!